Hi everyone, it's Jessica Dillard here with Vertical Body Rolfing, and today we're going to talk about sleeping patterns. So there are 3 ways that you might be sleeping, and let's consider ways that we can make sure that the body is aligned, that the spine is nice and stacked, that you're not creating extra tension or extra torque in the body that might be adding to the crick or the pain that you're having in low back, mid back, or even sometimes hip pain. So there are 3 ways that you might be sleeping and different tips to address and support those positions. So the first one that we're going to start off talking about is the belly sleeper. Things to consider is that you want to have the front of your body being flat against the flat surface of the mattress. So you're going to have to consider the shape of your body and how you are as far as how to put some different pillows or blankets to keep everything nice and flat. So for me, let's say I have a little bit more of a bust than a belly. So for me, a little blanket would do just fine if I was going to sleep on my belly. Something like this will fill out the extra curve and reduce any sort of tension that I would have in my neck from needing to turn from side to side. Without this blanket, I have more of a curve in my upper body and it puts more stress on my neck. Another thing to consider if you're a belly sleeper, let's say you're a pregnant woman, you have more of a belly, you might want to put a pillow up here on the top of your body so then as you lay forward, you would have flat, a flat shape. You might even have to put a pillow under your belly and above and below that belly bump to have that flatness so you could sleep on side to side without putting extra strain on your neck. The second way to sleep is a side sleeper. This is probably the most common way that I hear that people sleep. And there's just 2 really easy things to think about to make sure that you have good alignment as you sleep and wake up feeling pain-free. So as you sleep on your side, you want to stack your hips and stack your shoulders, which just means that your bottom hip, if you find that there, and your shoulder, you want these to kind of be in a straight line. You don't want your shoulder to be way in front of your hip, like a baby fetus. You don't want that. That's going to put extra strain on your neck. So first of all, you consider your shoulder and your hip, and you get them nice and straight. The second thing to consider is that your top hip and your top shoulder are stacked on the bottom one. So once you have your foundation, then you want to check how's the top of my body doing. And let's say you sleep like this. This isn't great. Look at my back. Look at this curve. If this leg goes behind me, there's going to be this torque, this kind of twisting between one side coming forward and one going back. So an easy way to fix that is to get some pillows. We're going to have a pillow for the shoulder girdle and a pillow for the pelvic girdle. And you find your stack on the bottom, get nice and stable with your foundation. And then your top pillow is going to go all the way up your chest, down your sternum, and this arm and shoulder are going to rest on that. And this shoulder can stay here all night because it's supported by this pillow and I'm not having to find the bottom of the bed or looking for something to lay on. I have that stability right here. And then for my leg, I would bring this pillow up here and adjust it so that my ankle is also on the pillow and is supported, and my hip is on top of my bottom hip. So I'm stacked this way, I'm stacked with my shoulders, and if you need a small pillow, you can have a thin pillow under your head, or you can go without a pillow, and that's up to you. The third way that you could sleep, which I would say is probably the best for alignment, but can take some practice to doing it at home and feeling comfortable falling asleep, is back sleeping. So back sleeping is the best to keep the alignment of the spine. You're not going to have any rotations or twisting that's going to happen. And one tip that you may not know is that it's actually better for the back if you don't sleep with a pillow, or if you sleep with a very thin pillow, just to kind of fill out that curve in the cervical spine. And another tip to do is when you sleep, just hang off the bottom of your ankle just after your mattress at the end of the bed. Not all the way to your calf, but just so that this little curve is off the edge of the bed. And then as you lay down, make sure I'm in the frame. When you lay down, your spine will be nice and flat, and you'll be able to sleep in that way. Kind of rest your arms on your stomach, and that will allow your shoulder girdle to relax too. And that's really the best way to sleep all night. So those are the tips and ideas as far as sleeping patterns, and depending on which one of the 3 sleepers you are, what you can do at home so that you can wake up feeling pain-free and keeping your spine nice and healthy long term. All right, I'll talk with you again soon with some more movement exploration ideas.